When I practice Japanese with my students, I often notice one small thing. Their Japanese is correct. The grammar is correct. The words are correct. And I can understand them perfectly. But sometimes, one tiny pronunciation habit makes their Japanese sound a little less natural. For example, ありがとうございます. Many learners say just like that. It's very clear, and this is not wrong at all. Yep, it is correct Japanese. But in natural conversation, many Japanese people often say more like ありがとうございます. You see the difference? The last u becomes very small, right? Not gone, just very quiet. So today's tip is very simple. Don't think delay that oo sound. Think turn the volume down. The one idea can make your Japanese sound much smoother. Before we start, if you feel lost studying Japanese alone, I made a community where you can learn with clear materials and practice with other learners. I put the link in the description, so check that out. Alright, let's start with the two words you already know. Des, mas. If we say very clearly, it is desu. But in natural conversation, it often sounds closer to des. Now, masu, clearly, mas, naturally. Again, desu and masu are not wrong. Japanese people can understand you. But if you make the last u smaller, your Japanese sounds smoother. Now here's a real rule, but I'll keep it simple. Some sounds use your voice. Try this. You can feel vibration in your thought, right? That is a voice sound, right? Now try this. No vibration. That is an air sound. In Japanese, when I or U is near air sounds, it can become small and airy too. It is like this. If you sit between two quiet people, you naturally become quieter too. The vowel does the same thing. For example, ski. This is written su-ki, but the u is between two air sounds, right? S and K, right? So the u becomes very small. That's why ski sounds very close to ski, right? Another example, maska, right? The Christian form, something maska. The u in su is between S and K again, right? So maska often sounds close to maska, right? Another example, shita, which means bottom, shita. The I in shi is between sh and t, right? Sh and t. So shita can sound close to shita, right? Shita. So the rule is not all I and U can be quiet. Because when you look at this word, uta, the first U is clear, right? Uta. You can't say uta, right? What about ikura? The first I is clear. Ikura, right? So the real idea is I and U can become small when they're near air sounds, right? Air sounds. Not gone, just very quiet. Right, have a look at more examples here. This also happens in questions, right? Ikimasu ka? Clearly. Ikimasu ka? Naturally. Ikimasu ka? Right? Tabemasu ka? Clearly. Tabemasu ka? Naturally. Tabemasu ka? Right? Wakarimasu ka? Clearly. Wakarimasu ka? Naturally. And it can happen inside words too, again. Ski. Suki becomes closer to ski. Shita. Shita becomes close to shita. Skoshi. The first u can become small, so it sounds lighter, right? So this is not only about the end of the words. It can happen inside words too. Alright, so today's idea is very simple. In natural Japanese, I and U can become very small because these are not clear sounds, right? Especially when they're near air sounds like k, s, t, p, and t, right? That is why desu sounds closer to des. Masu sounds closer to mas. Maska sounds closer to maska. Ski sounds close to ski, right? But remember, this is not just about delayed u sounds, right? And saying desu and masu clearly is wrong. The image is turn the volume down, make a u small, like light and airy, right? Like blowing out a candle, like s, right? At first, just practice with this and mas, because we use it a lot, right? And over time, you get used to pronouncing them. This one small change can make your Japanese sounds much more natural and smoother. Alright, now, bye for now.